Okay.
But Jewish people were in that Israel region 4,000 years ago.
Okay.
They were slaves to Egyptians. They were building pyramids.
Wow.
You know, Jewish
Okay.
people.
Right.
And they were so fucked up that they ran away from there.
Right.
4,000 years ago.
Right.
So, then Israel people, the Jewish people, after Second World War, when they were suffering so much from Nazis, like England and America decided, and United Nations, it would really fair for Jewish people to have their country, because they didn't have their country. They were living in various countries as a like group of people, you know. Like Vietnamese here.
Okay.
You have Vietnamese in Houston.
Sure.
And some neighborhood Vietnamese neighborhoods. So they had Jewish neighborhoods all over the world.
Okay.
But they gave him country. And that country is named Israel.
Okay.
But at that country, they were living people at that moment. Right?
They were what?
Palestine. That was Palestine.
Okay.
Country was Palestine.
Mm-hmm.
And they basically occupied Palestine. They told Palestine, okay, you have to back off. Now this is going to be Jewish country.
Okay.
They didn't like that idea. They were fighting, but America supported Israel. And those are Arabs, and the Arabs are not united. And basically they squeezed them into Gaza Strip.
Okay.
Which is like Houston. No, not like Houston. It is like Houston downtown.
Okay.
And over there lives 2 million Palestinians.
Okay.
They don't have exit. They can only go out to Israel. It's just a big prison, you know.
Wow.
And they made, it was in October, some attack from that Gaza to Israel, and they killed about 1,000 Israelis, you know. But it looks like since Gaza is controlled by Israel, they have only one entrance. Then they have cameras. They know every day who eats what for lunch in
Wow.
Israel. They're monitoring them, close them.
Wow.
So they are suddenly the Hamas, the fighters from Gaza, they dropped 30 rockets to Israel.
Oh wow.
How can you bring 30 rockets to Gaza if you have only one entrance that is severely controlled by Israel? You cannot enter pocket knife.
Right.
You are screened like an airport when you're coming there.
Right.
And how can you enter with the 30 rockets big like this car?
Right.
So basically what happened, Israel let them do it.
Okay.
And let them attack them. And now they said, this is too much, we need to stop these terrorists, they call them terrorists.
Right.
And they started bombarding Gaza for 4 months.
Wow.
When they drop bomb, when you have downtown of Houston with 2 million people.
Right.
If you drop stone, you will kill 5 people.
Right.
But they are bombarding them for, I mean, every day 10-20,000 is killed.
Wow.
So
that's crazy.
And this is what America is sending weapons to Israel to kill those people.
That's terrible.
And
why would America do that?
America is doing that because America is owned by Israel.
Oh wow.
Israel, every single huge company is run by Jewish. And
oh wow.
Have you heard
that's
about,
deep, and that's true.
Have you heard about Epstein?
Epstein, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The guy who is killed in jail, etc., etc.
Yes.
He was having island with girls, minority girls,
right,
young girls who were fucked by rich people.
Right.
And those rich people include politicians,
Right.
kings, this
Right.
and that.
Right.
Whoever was fucking there, he was recorded. So they keep them in fist, you know.
Like blackmail.
If they don't listen what they say, they will public that video. He's fucking like Clinton is fucking 12-year-old girl,
Oh wow.
and they don't want to do that. So when it was Epstein trial, they didn't like idea for Epstein to say something against people who arrested him,
Right.
and they killed him.
Oh wow.
Because that he was killed, that day in jail, cameras were broken.
Right.
The guards went to some training, so it was unattended cell.
Right.
And somebody came and they hanged him to
Right.
make that he hanged himself.
And Epstein was a billionaire, right?
Yep.
Wow.
But he was
Wow.
accused. He was accused of sex trafficking.
Right.
And some girls who survived that camp, they reported him and they were after him because of sexual harassment.
Right.
And when it was about to be publicly announced who was visiting his island, they couldn't let that happen. It was already known that it was like King Charles' brother, England, son of the Queen.
Right.
So she was mad at him. She dismantled him from any army duties, and etc., etc.
Right.
But people are crazy, you know. I don't know who wants to lick a 12-year-old girl pussy. You
Right.
know?
It's terrible.
It's
Sick.
I am working for IT, and I have some court reporters, you know. Court reporting, like the deposition. You know, those are the typing.
You say court reporting?
Court reporting, stenographs.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Those small machines, you know.
That's what you do?
No, I'm.
Or you work in IT?
I am doing computer support for the companies like that.
Okay.
They arrested one guy for sexual harassment. He fucked 4-month-old baby.
What the fuck?
Can you imagine that?
That's insane.
I mean, that guy needs to die.
No, he needs to die.
No question.
Death penalty.
No question asked.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get this straight.
I should.
So, Gaza was being bombarded by who?
Israel.
By Israel.
Yes.
Gaza was being bombarded by Israel because Israel has
Israel.
Jews. And the Jews own all the American companies.
Yes. Jews
That's my
wants
ex.
to get rid of anybody in that area. They want everything for themselves. When they got Israel country, state,
Right.
they were this big. Now they are this big. They are expanding, they are taking land.
They're expanding their territory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody gave them territory.
Okay.
They only occupied, and then they are negotiating, and America is trying to protect them, and over here America saying we will do everything to support our brothers from Israel. It's crazy. But one lawyer told me, so what happened? You missed it.
I missed the exit.
No problem. Next one I can take next one. You go to one lawyer told me at the beginning America was anti-Semite country.
What does that mean?
Hating Jews.
Okay.
Against Jews.
Okay.
Because Judah, Jew, he betrayed Christ.
Oh.
When
Okay.
Romans when Romans captured Jesus, it was because Judah, Israel Jewish person, he told Romans where he is going to be.
Right.
He betrayed him.
Right.
And then, because of that, Christians are hating Jewish people big time.
Okay.
Because basically they killed Jesus.
Okay.
So
the Christians blame the Jews for killing Jesus.
For betraying him.
For betraying him.
Romans killed, crucified him.
For the Romans crucifying him.
Yes, but Jews stopped him in the back. Because that Jew was
the betrayal.
Jesus' friend.
Right.
And Jesus was trusting him.
Right.
And he told him everything, whereabouts.
Right.
And then he ran to Romans and he betrayed him.
Right.
Okay. So that was huge hate.
Okay.
And suddenly it flipped. They start supporting them. And he said, do you have any idea why? I said, very interesting. How come that they hate him with a good reason? They hate them and they still hate them, you know?
Right.
But officially they not. But they never forgot that Judah betrayed the Christ.
Right.
But what is written in Old Testament, that Jesus is coming back to the earth.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And in order Jesus to come back, the Jerusalem city where Jesus was crucified needs to be under same government that was at that time.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So they want to put back Jewish people to that area.
Okay.
And have them next 1,000 years, because it needs to be under Jews 1,000 years. That is condition for Jesus to come back.
So they believe that Jesus can't come back or won't come back until they control that area.
Yes.
Until the Jews control that area.
That is
That's
why
very interesting.
Americans are supporting Jewish now, even they hate them because they betray Jesus.
Right.
That interesting story.
It's very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. The Bible itself is just interesting. Life is interesting.
It is.
It's all very interesting.
All religious books are interesting.
Yes.
And nice and honest, and they are all propagating the same.
Right. Right.
Brotherhood, love, helping.
Right.
But in real life, they all agree that God is one. So we are all praying to the same God.
Right.
Just depends what praying house you belong to makes you Muslim, Christian, Orthodox, blah blah.
Right.
But those praying houses where they should read the Bible and the Quran and whatever,
right,
and they should follow that saying, we love each other, our neighbors.
Right.
There is no bad religion. All religions are great. No, they are source of hate.
Right.
And they are source of starting wars.
Right.
And killing a bunch of people.
Right.
And that was especially for Christians, that they think that because they are saying that Jesus is Son of God, and you can turn left here or you can go straight and turn left, however you like. Okay. They are saying that Jesus is Son of the God.
Okay.
And because Jesus is Son of the God, they believe that they are somehow closest to God and that God loves them the most.
Who believes that?
Christians.
Right.
Americans believe that.
Right.
And they're propagating that. But the new Pope who came he's from Argentina, Latin America, somewhere.
Okay.
He said, every man is the best man. Every religion is the best religion. there are no differentiation between religions. So when he said during visit in the United States, lots of people, he met lots of people.
Right.
Because he said that Christian church is not the best.
Right.
He said it is same like any other praying house.
Okay. Okay.
And he didn't fly well.
Right.
That person is a very, very, very honest person and everything. Because over here, those Christians, I mean, it's a total bullshit. If they really believe that God exists, if
Right.
they really believe that God, for example, whatever you have there, or if you have some money, I cannot take it because you are here. Okay?
Right.
I will be afraid of you, that you will react.
Right.
So, when he was fucking that kid, raping that kid,
Right.
if he really believes in God,
Right.
he would believe that God sees everything.
Right.
And if God sees everything, and if he is punishing severely everything, then he would know for what he is doing that punishment will be severe.
Right.
And then he wouldn't have guts to do it.
Correct.
But he did it, he fucked the boy, and then after that he put his outfit, and right here, he put his outfit, and then he went to people about God.
Right.
So everything is some power, some money,
Right.
and religion is used for
Control.
to people to guide people to do to control people to do something they think they are doing that in name of religion,
Right.
but they are not doing that. For example, in Iran-Iraq war,
Okay.
they had a war and they were fighting. Iran was sending, I mean, at the end, kids to war because they were all dead. And Imam Khomeini,
Who was that?
he was the spiritual leader of Iran.
Okay.
The top guy in Iran.
Okay.
He was spreading story, whoever dies in the battlefield, he will go to heaven immediately.
Okay.
And people were going fearlessly to die in the battlefield.
Right. Because they believed
They believed.
what he said.
Yeah, they totally believed. So they were not like that Christian rapers, kid raper.
Right.
So they believe in that. So they believe that hard that mother, if her son would come back from the battlefield and he rang on the door, mother would spit at him, being mad at him because he didn't die to go to heaven.
Oh my God.
That's brainwash. But at the same time,
Wow.
Khomeini's sons, they had to do some very important job in the library to sort some books. They didn't go to battlefield. They didn't take the chance to die and go to heaven.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's brainwashing. Over here left.
Okay. That's crazy. It's amazing how much crazy stuff goes on that you don't even know about.
Yep.
That's why I love driving Uber, because I learned so much from so many different people. I have just these amazing conversations that then I can spread the information. I get to tell others about the information.
It's good that you are. Everybody have to say something. It can be any my boss was saying, any information is either a pile of shit or pile of gold.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay,
this one?
Yep.
Okay. All right, my guy.
Okay, boss.
I appreciate you. Let me get that bag out the back for you.
Thank you.
I got you. I hope you get better quick.
You let me.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna just put this at the door for you.
Okay.
You don't need to carry that. That bag is heavy. Okay, my friend. Take care. Very interesting conversation that I had with one of my riders. Hopefully y'all could hear what he was saying. Basically what I gathered from the conversation was that Gaza was being bombarded by Israel because the Jews want to control more territory, and America sent missiles to Israel for them to use against Gaza. Some evil shit. That's fucking crazy. Is that what's going on? Sounds about right. Yep, sounds about right.